In this training video, we'll be showing you how to use the Transactions Pro Importer app for QuickBooks. Using this app, we can automatically create invoices in QuickBooks without having to do any kind of manual data entry. Before we start bringing data out of USCED and into QuickBooks, we need to make sure that all of the settings and product codes are set up appropriately within USCED. There are a few places to check. The first place to check would be in the group profile for the customer you want to bill. Let's take a look at Acme Corporation. Switch to the QuickBooks Integration tab. Here we can see three fields. The first one is the customer name, which can be left blank. If it's left blank, the name of the group is used as the customer name. The next field is the invoice ID prefix. This can be up to 5 letters long. Each invoice ID prefix must be unique. The last field is the next invoice ID number. This can be up to a 5-digit number. Invoices normally start at ID number 1. But if we have already sent this customer invoices in the past, we may want to set the next invoice ID to a higher number. Now, switch to the Billing Address tab. The billing address we see here is what will be created as part of the invoice to the customer in QuickBooks. The next tab we need to look at under this group is the Billing Contact Information tab. Only the email address here needs to be filled out. The other fields are not used when exporting to QuickBooks. The next place we need to look at is the Customer Billing Rates tab. The last row for each customer billing rate contains all of the QuickBooks product codes. We need to make sure that these are the correct product codes we want to use for each type of service. Okay, it's now time to export our data. Let's head on over to the QuickBooks Export option under the Billing menu. We're going to select our Acme Corporation group. And let's give this a 1-week date range. And now we can hit the search button. We can take a quick look at the data to verify that this is what we want. So far, everything looks good. The next thing we want to do is click on the Download CSV File button. What that will do is it will give us the same data in a file. This will also automatically increment the invoice ID number. Now we are going to switch over to our QuickBooks screen. Before we continue, we need to make sure we have this app loaded. We're using the online version of QuickBooks for this training video, but the process is very similar for the desktop version. We would start by clicking on the Apps tab on the sidebar menu. In the search box, start typing the words Transaction Pro, and the appropriate choices will magically appear. The one we want is called the Transaction Pro Importer/Exporter. Click on that. When the product information screen comes up, click on the Get App Now button. On the next screen, it will ask us to authorize the Transaction Pro Importer app. Do that by clicking on the blue Authorize button. Once the app is authorized, it will ask us to agree to the terms of service with the makers of the app. Check the box and click on the I agree button. Now we are up and running with the app. But before I continue, I would like to show you how to access this app the next time you visit QuickBooks. We'll return to the QuickBooks dashboard. To find this app again, we would click on the Apps tab on the sidebar menu, like before. This time, click on the My Apps tab at the top of the screen. Here we can see a list of apps we already have. The Transaction Pro Importer app is here. To run it, click on the Action button and select Launch. We are back on the main Transaction Pro Importer screen. What we're going to do now is we're going to import the data file that we got from USCAD. We will start this process by hitting the green Start Import button. On the next screen, the app wants to know what type of data we're importing. The only valid option here is the invoices type, so let's select that. Now the app is telling us that we can either drag in the file from our desktop or click in the window to bring up the Open File window. We're going to click in the window and select our file. Okay, here we can see that it's already uploaded our file and that there is a green check mark on it. What we want to do here is click on the Select File and Sheet button. Now click on the Import Sheet button. On this screen, things look complicated, but we actually don't need to do anything. All of the field names in the data file have already been set up so that they are automatically recognized by the Transaction Pro Importer. The only thing we need to do here is to click on the Preview and Import button. Finally, click on the green Import button. They're asking us to confirm this action. The reason they're asking now is because this is the step when the Transaction Pro Importer will actually bring data into our QuickBooks account. Let's click on the Yes button here. Okay, we are all done with the import process. Let's head back out to our QuickBooks dashboard. Now we can see that our account has been updated with some new invoices. If we click on the Invoices tab on the left side, we can get a list of all of the new invoices in QuickBooks. We can also click on each individual invoice to get the invoice details. Let's close the invoice details. While still within the invoicing section within QuickBooks, at the top of the screen we can see a Products and Services tab. Let's click on that. Here we can see all of the different product codes that have been imported. And that's it. We've just successfully created invoices in QuickBooks using the Transactions Pro Importer app. And that concludes this training video.